Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 610, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, Dubai. We are having a wonderful rest of our day. We hope you are too. Why are we're having issues sharing a tab, which is really, really frustrating right now. So let's see here. Let's fix this. What can we do? I don't know at this moment, but we will figure it out as we always do. We are coming to you live. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been going on that you might have been seeing in the news, specifically around, we're still showing off our amazing haircut. Thank you for all of the comments, liking it. So I thought this was an amazing haircut. Still working on my 303 After Dark voice, as we can tell. Only 2 cigars and 6 Red Bulls tonight, I think. Maybe 8. But that is neither here nor there. One of the things that really got to do today was connect. Obviously, Crypto Cigar Club is an amazing group of people. But really got to sort of have a really good time talking with a bunch of different founders tonight from all over the world. That's sort of one of the really cool things that this Crypto Cigar Club puts together is, we are everywhere all the time, and what it sort of forces you to do is sort of slow down a little bit. All of these other events are, what's your name? Who's your project? What do you do? Then you turn to the next person. Hey, what's your name? What do you do? What's your project? What are you looking for? Yada, yada, yada. But being able to sort of sit down and slow down really builds different types of conversations and really opens up some of the cool things that's really going on. And I super like it. It's one of those things that make me super happy, building out really cool things, man. So it looks like we're going to have to do something really crazy, I say, to give you guys an outlook on what we're doing today. And so this is what we're going to be building out. And so I'm going to actually be looking at a different screen. So you're going to be seeing the side of my face, not my face. As we go through a lot of this, we have, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 33 chains that we have to look through. But the biggest piece here is all of the amount of different protocols as we really sort of try to do a lot of different things to sort of showcase where everything is and where the different possibilities are. So we are going to sort of start on base chain so that you guys can sort of have an idea of what we are doing and what that looks like. And so as you can see here, we have Aerodrome, locked and loaded. We have Uniswap V2 locked and loaded. So we're going to open up that. We're going to open up Aerodrome. We're going to close these ones down as we build them, so you sort of know where we're at. Uniswap, Alien Base, and this is all stuff on base, which is some really good stuff. Let's see, Base Swap. We love the Base Swap team. Huge shout out to them and the different things that they're doing, because not only are they doing it on base, but they're doing it on mode, and they are just working hard. And then Beefy. We have a ton of friends over the entire team over at Beefy is amazing. So these are our protocols that we are doing things on base right now. And so we're just going to showcase these off. I think, let's see here. It's sort of hard to sort of see where things are because what's really hilarious is it might actually be easier for me to I don't get to see my cursor. That's the issue. Okay, that's why I don't do this on a regular basis. That's just close that window down. Aerodrome. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 protocols on base, and that is Beefy, Base Swap, Alien Base, and then Uniswap and Aerodrome. So we will start off with Aerodrome, and we'll connect with our browser wallet. And we're going to throw these also into the chat so that, where is this at? Okay, there's our connection request. Switch networks. We're going to switch over. Oh, we're going to import some new tokens that we've been airdropped. Some Toshi, some Sexy, and some Mim. And Brett. Yay! All right. Tokens successfully added. We have so little magic internet money, it's not even funny. But here, what we're going to showcase is some of the things that we have going on over here. So directly from our dashboard, things that you want to sort of do every week. And the week is, I think it's 6 days. So it's sort of an interesting way that it plays. But the way to claim the epochs for voting is like every 6 days, I think. So can't do it every, Saturday or every Sunday. So we're going to claim our incentives. Not a whole lot, but it adds up because we usually like to restake that. So we've gotten some incentives. We've gotten some fees. So we're going to claim those fees now. We're going to skip the 9 cat. We have 1 pending transaction. We're going to confirm that. So that cost us 5 cents to roughly collect, handful of dollars. And we claimed our liquidity rewards as well. So that is from our lock. So as you can see, voting rewards and really need to be kept up with. And it can be a hard thing to do, but, that's sort of what, So we're going to go look for our pools that we are voting for. So we're voting for one pool only. Starts again in 2 hours. Okay. And boom. So we will vote again in 2 hours. And we're going to look at incentivization. So we have here, we're going to add to our lock, and we are going to increase this. Boom. Allow. Skip. Next. Max. Permission for just the amount of token that we're adding into the lock. So we're going to wait for that to pend. Then we're going to deposit that. Then we will poke the position. Poking is a term used to sort of refresh. So locked increased. So we're going to poke it. And what's really so it is an on-chain transaction that does this. So that is sort of what that does. Lock poked. So now we have our new voting power. So we're going to go back to our vote. We're going to go to our vote here, 100%. All right. So there we go. That is our main thing that we're doing over here. As you can see, we've extended. We've extended that. That is at its max piece. So we are getting rebates back in on that, as well as emissions. So we're getting fees and incentives from this. So decent pool. So let's see here. So we did put 0.14 and we got that. So we have that all staked. So we are all good there. And I think that is all we want to do. So we're going to disconnect that. So now we've poked those rewards. Next up, we're going to switch this over to base because that's where we're at. We're going to connect. So we're going to go look at our pools. We have our Degen ETH, currently 110. So we have $44 in unclaimed fees. So we're going to collect that. And we're going to look at extending this pool a little bit to give us a little bit of better percentage as well. So transaction completed. So we're going to increase liquidity. Let's do 0.1. So that's 25,518 Degen and 0.1 ETH. So we're going to add that to that. Boom. 11 cents. Oh, 4 cents is the true price. Gotta love it. Transaction complete. All right. So that is our V3 position. We can see we have no V2 liquidity on base within Uniswap. So that is our quick run through on that. As we can see here from our pools, you can see what other positions we used to have. This one was a big pool that, 305 to 100,000, and Degen went all the way down to I think 63,000. So pretty cool stuff what Degen is doing. I really like what they're doing, and it is a lot of fun to just sort of being able to give back to people. As we have here, we have now on Alien Base. Alien Base has people are like, well, why are you supporting different pools on different, or the same pools on different platforms? Well, they give out their platform token, and you never know which token is going to go up. And so it's a really interesting thing to sort of see how that helps. And as you can see here, one of our V2 pool is our Alien Base USD BC. So we have that going in. So we're earning 19% on that. We have 0.1% of the pool. So that's just sort of building out. And so where we really want to look is our farms. And we can look at our staked only. So we have 2 Alien Base and ETH, which pays out in Alien Base. And we have an Alien Base only emissions token that we can compound. So we're going to harvest this, get 234 Alien Base ALBs, and we are going to harvest this. We're going to wait for both those transactions to complete, and then we're going to restake. So we could have used the compound piece, pulls 2 transactions into one, but we like to have a little fun with this. So now, all right, let's see here. We're gonna, what else can we do to this? Boom. So we're gonna stake 500. There we go. Skip that. We're going to confirm that. So boom. That is our Alien Base update as well. and you can sort of see what we're doing there as well. Alien Base is another good team building on base. Huge shout out to the team for that. So we can see here sort of where we're at with leftover tokens. And we're going to disconnect our wallet. One of the things I always want to remind people to do is when you are going through and disconnecting, make sure that you actually disconnect the wallet, because the wallet, really is trying to, this is where a wallet can be really dumb, is it wants to sort of make it easy for you to reconnect. Sort of like, how you leave cookies behind and stuff like that on sites for your passwords and stuff like that. This keeps your wallet connected to a whole bunch of different things. So it will show everything that you're connected to, even though you might not be using them anymore. So we're going to disconnect all of these and Alien Base, as we are now done over here. So as we close up Alien Base, boom. Next up we have is base swap. This is our final DEX before we go to our pool aggregator, which is Beefy. So you can sort of see how much they've updated this stuff when we see where our SFRAX, an FXS token are built out, staked Frax ETH and wrapped ETH as well, and staked Frax ETH and SFRAX. What those pools are paying. So they're working really hard on adding to these positions, which is really cool. And you can sort of see here, Arbitrum and Base are their two pool pieces. So we still have, we have a CBZen, an ETH position. We've closed that. And we're going to go look over at Standard. We don't have any liquidity. So now we'll go over to farms, and we will see for Standard are staked only. And we're going to manage each of these. We're literally just claiming all of our rewards. So $1.53 here. And we're going to pull that. Same thing with our friend pet. And we're going to claim all of our rewards there. As we manage that. Then we're going to go to our BSX ETH. We're going to claim all of those rewards. So we're claiming $2.11, and it's costing us 19. Or costing us 6. Woohoo! And we are going to B swap in ETH, and we have $15 in rewards right now. So not too shabby for a 6-cent claim. All right. So there is staked only. So our 4 pools that we are in. And we're going to go over to concentrated. And we can see whether or not we have any positions. I don't see any. Within the staking ecosystem, we have a few where we get to see our deposit fee and what we have staked. So we're going to harvest that. We're going to get some USDCB. We're going to, we don't have anything in wrapped ETH. We're earning, we are harvesting here as well. And that is 1 cent. And then we're going to go to earn USDBC. We're going to harvest that. We're going to confirm that piece. And we don't have anything there. So one of the things that we can look at is how much BSX did we get. So we need BSX to XBSX. So this is, just so you guys know, this is at a 1-for-1 exchange. So that if we wanted to convert, we could, but we're going to keep it as is, which is a really good, keeping our BSX. And we're going to then disconnect. And like I said, once again, once you disconnect from a site, make sure you go to your connected sites and disconnect that site as well. What happens is if you are used to opening up Windows or something like that, or restarting your computer, and you see your MetaMask being triggered, it's because one of these sites is still connected to your MetaMask. And so it's trying to send a signal to your MetaMask to like switch chains or something along those lines. So next up, we have Beefy. And we are going to go just with base chain. They just added Fraxel and Mantle, so congrats to them. And let's go see what we have for our vaults. So we have 3 vaults here, not a whole lot going on with them, but we can just deposit directly into them as well. So we're going to do that. We don't have, we're going to deposit all. There we go. So there is our ALB USDC as well. So we can do wrapped ETH. Why not? So there we go. Okay. So we're going to close that and we're going to try this again. Okay. Deposit. Want to proceed anyways. Continue. Okay, let's figure this one out. Probably too many decimal places, but let's see. All right, so we're going to deposit that. Deposit. Oh. Refresh quote. So, man. All right. So, can't deposit into this one right now, but we will. We'll get into this. And then we have a USDC aerodrome pool as well. Man, that's 4x'd almost. Let's see if we can do this. All right. We're gonna continue. We're gonna live life dangerously. Internal JSON. Okay. So we're having some issues there. I think it's because we're up to too many decimal places. You know, so let's see there. All right. So yeah, so this is our last vault that is on base. And like I said, afterwards, we're going to close that. connected site. All right. So that is sort of our LP positions on base that we wanted to cover tonight. Aerodrome is one of our big platforms for our Degen at Beefy as well. So we're going to drop that site as that's one of our favorite sites. You might find some cool pools, as there are great pools all the way around, and we can connect and showcase what it looks like. All right, so as you can see, we can go through every chain and even showcase what we have in our wallet, all wallets. So this sort of shows 9.62% for USDC compounded. Not bad, or for compound. Not funding that one. 5.47% just for a wrapped ETH on Sony. Stella Swap, that is our XDC Glimmer pool. So we love that pool. Yeah. So a lot of cool things are being built out. Trio of the Stables. So that's a Frax. That's what is that? Layer 0 USDC, USDCE, and Axelar USDC. So interesting to see. That's a cool pool to trade between. And yeah, so some interesting things there. So we, as I said, we disconnect. Then we go to our MetaMask connected sites, and we disconnect from there. That sort of brings us back to us. So I want to thank everyone for joining in as we went through one of our chains to sort of show our LP pooling. We have a bunch of stuff going on tomorrow. We have the Global Blockchain Congress as well. So a lot of cool stuff is being built out, and a lot of great connections as well. As Manifest really starts to take off and build some really cool long-term partnerships and provide decentralized compute. Actually got into an amazing, passionate discussion about the values of decentralized versus centralized AWS. So really sort of like to see how that builds out and what people think is the play. Would Bitcoin transactions been continued if it wasn't continue to be built out on centralized servers, or would it have been a little bit harder? So an interesting play and piece there. I want to thank everyone for joining in tonight as we ran through some really quick stuff. Just sort of wanted to showcase some things to you guys. But I really want to thank you guys for tuning in. As always, huge shout out to everyone joining us on LinkedIn, YouTube. We missed a YouTube channel. I don't know how we missed a YouTube channel. So that is sort of crazy, but we did. So, oops. Which one is that? Player One Taco. All right. So, like I was saying, huge shout out to LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, 0x Degens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter video, Kick, Rumble, Unlonely, Telegram, and Discord. And I want to thank everyone for joining in. And as we end every episode, with two things: the best, worst knock joke in the face of the planet, and we start off with our words of wisdom. Our words of wisdom are always the same. We've said it 609 times. We're now going to say it 610 because, I can only tell you how many times to take profit. But outside of taking profit, I want you to know a closed mouth does not get fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come a knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end with the greatest, worst knock joke on the face of the planet in honor of those that come before us and those that have come after us. I want to wish everyone a wonderful night. Love and heart out to Liam. And we hope that we will see you tomorrow as we might be doing some really cool interviews at the GBC. So we will see you then. And as always, knock, knock. Who's there?